What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod. I'm coming at you today with a video to talk about the 2015 Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship. Now the stream just ended a few hours back and I thought I'd go ahead and give my thoughts on the event. And first off, let me give a big congratulations out to the winner, Sayunsuke Hayama, for piloting Satellar Knights all the way for a victory. Now, as I'm sure probably a lot of you guys already know, S-Knights will most likely suffer a huge hit on the next ban list. We've seen this happen before many times, last year with Infernities, and the year before that with Dragon Rulers and whatnot. It seems that no matter which deck ends up winning Worlds, Konami usually puts the ban hammer down on that deck and hits it dramatically hard on the next Forbidden/Limited list. Possible things that I think could happen on the next list would be Reinforcement of the Army going down to 1, maybe Deneb also going to 1, and then maybe something like Satellar Nova Alpha also being limited. I don't think they're going to straight up ban any card in the deck, but I think limiting a lot of their key cards and that enable a lot of different plays would definitely hurt the deck quite a bit and push it down on the tier list. For some of my favorite moments throughout the whole event, for those of you guys who don't know, I have been pretty much watching all of the stream live as it was happening. Normally I would not be able to do that, but it just so happened that I had requests this week off from work because I was planning a trip up to Colorado to visit my parents. Unfortunately, that did not work out, so I've been more or less lounging around the house, kind of fixing things up about it here and there, but it did allow me to kind of watch Worlds this weekend, which was pretty cool. I don't normally get to watch those things live. I usually have to catch them on a replay or something like that. But watching it live, even though it was late at night, was really cool. I saw a lot of different unique type of decks being used throughout the stream and a lot of really cool plays. And I want to talk about some of my favorite moments that I saw throughout the stream. Starting off with watching Harpies getting whooped up by Klees, which actually should have been a pretty decent match for the Harpy deck. Unfortunately, it didn't work out too well for them. But one of my favorite things was watching Ido's hero deck. If somebody would have told me earlier in the week I would have seen a field of Mystic Tomatoes and Kinetic Soldier winning a duel live on the stream, I would have told them they were crazy. But that is exactly what happened, and it was very iconic to see these old school monsters out there whooping butt. Also, watching Flame Ghost being used, the special summon out in the cloth monster, was not only pretty cool, but it livened up the chat and sent all kinds of crazy messages flying through it. But the really cool part was the next round when he realized that he didn't actually put Flame Ghost monster from the graveyard back into his extra deck, and he found it in his main deck, leading to all kinds of craziness in the chat room. What would have been really crazy is if they would have gave him a game loss because of that, and he would end up losing the World Championship because of Flame Ghost. That would have been truly iconic. But they worked it all out and they just put Flame Ghost back in the extra deck and continued on with the duel. But just kind of a funny moment that happened. So overall, I really enjoyed the 2015 Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship event, watching it on the stream and seeing all the different duelists compete. I know it's kind of an amalgam of the two different ban lists between the OCG and the TCG, but it was still a really cool event to watch. Anyhow, down in the comment section below, let me know your guys' thoughts on the event and what you think they're going to do to the S-Knight deck come around the next ban list. And I guess that's it for now. This is GalacticGod, out.